Good morning, White Oak. It's great to see you this morning. I am so glad that you're here on this Friday. I saw lots of friends having fun Friday activities this morning. Way to go. Let's stand and say the pledge. Attention.
Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Join us for our good morning song.
We're so glad to see you. We're so glad to see you. We're so glad to see you. We'd like to say hello, hello. We're so glad to see you. We're so glad to see you. We're so glad to see you. We'd like to say hello, hello.
And now for our White Oak chant. This is
the way. Hey, we start the day. Hey, we have the knowledge. Hey, to go to college. Hey, but don't stop there. Hey, go anywhere. Hey, this is the way. Hey, we start the day. Hey.
Thank you, friends. Everybody have a seat. I have a few words of wisdom for you this morning. How many of you know the story about the rabbit and the turtle? The rabbit was always making fun of the turtle because the turtle was so slow. He wanted to show off, so he challenged the turtle to a race. Off they went, racing towards the finish line. The rabbit got so far ahead of the turtle that he decided to take a little nap. By the time the rabbit woke up, the turtle was crossing the finish line. The rabbit was quick, but foolish and lazy. It's true that the turtle was slow, but he put one foot in front of the other and finally reached his goal. So what's the moral of this story? Winners in the game of life aren't always the fastest or the cutest or the smartest. Sometimes the one who wins is the one who works the hardest and just keeps trying. With something to think about, this is Mrs. Evans reminding you of our motto. Say it with me. I am
saved. I am a peacemaker. I am a learner.
All right, well, I have some guests on Cubbie TV with me this morning. Good morning, Blake.
Good morning.
Now, Blake, whose class are you in?
Miss Peel.
Okay, so in first grade. All right. Tell us something that you all have been studying.
Measuring.
Measuring. Can you tell me one thing that you've learned with measuring?
Don't use any gaps.
Yes, that's right. No gaps in measuring. We need to go from this point to this point and make sure we're accurate, don't we? Yes. Now, you all have a center in your classroom with Dash, and you get to do that almost every day, I think. Now, tell us what Dash is.
It's a robot.
It's a robot.
And you get to code him.
Yes, and you get to code him. So that's a skill that some of you might use when you grow up in your career. So we hope that you're learning some things now about coding that will help you in the future. Now, Blake, who do you have with you today?
My dad.
Yes, this is Mr. Deputy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, Mr. Deputy is our watchdog today, so we are so proud to have him. Now, what do you do for a career?
I'm a manager with the U.S. Army.
All right, how about that? So some of you friends that want to go into the military, he's your guy to talk to today. How about that? Now, this is your first time being a watchdog.
It is.
Yes. So, friends, we've got to teach him what we do as far as a watchdog, too. He has some Cubbie paws. Now, you know, you can't ask for them, but when you see them doing the right thing, feel free to fill them out, and they'll bring them down to the cup tub, and I might draw their name tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Next week.
Next week?
Yes. All right. Well, I hope you have a grand day. It's a wonderful place to be. You know you're going to be a hero all day long.
All right.
You're already a hero since you're in the military.
All right.
Yes. And we appreciate your service. All right. Let's see here. Now, parents, if you're watching later on today, we still need individually wrapped candy brought to school to put in the piñatas for our piñata party that we are having on May 31st. So, friends, you're clipping up. Come on up, Miss Gravel, and we'll touch eye. Friends, you're clipping up 16 or more days, and you get to go to the piñata party. Parents, if you will bring candy in or send it with your friends, that would be great. We're going to start making those piñatas in art class next Tuesday, so we need to be able to fill them up as we're making them. I hope you'll participate in that. All right, Ms. Brabble, come on up and I'll let you have my spot.
You can stay right there.
Okay.
I made the camera so they can still see
They can see you, yeah,
It's
she's
not
so
cut
tall, you see.
So, okay, today we're going to draw some more names for books from our friends who sent them to us from all over the United States. But first I wanted to tell you one thing. Next Friday, May the 25th, next Friday is the last day for checking out library books. We're getting close to the end of the year and it's time to start bringing all those books back. So next Friday is the last day to check out, and then Tuesday, May the 29th is the day that all the books need to come back to the library. This is tension. I have to get them all checked in. We got to get them all put back in the exact right spot on the shelf, and then we have to count them all. Do y'all know how many books are in this library? It's way more than that. And it takes a long time to get them all counted. So start finding those books, get them brought back in. We'll be sending letters home about books that are overdue. That means they should have been turned in a while ago. And remember, if you can't find it and you can't bring it back, you're really supposed to pay for it. So we got to work on that. Okay, hope we can bring them all back. I'd rather have the books than your money. That's what I tell all the time.
That's right.
So let's see who's going to win books today. I need Aaliyah Felton from Miss Privet's Pre-K.
Yay!
And I need Ryan Nugent from
Miss Gearball's class.
Gearball's class.
Yes.
And one more, Macy Boyce. Oh, and this was actually a bus one that was in the wrong thing, but that's
That's
fine
okay.
too.
Yeah.
So Macy Boyce, I'm not sure whose class you're in, but come on down and see us. So that's Macy Boyce, Ryan Nugent. You know what?
He got one. but-
Ryan won one yesterday.
Yes, he did.
He's a
It's
lucky
okay.
boy. And
Yeah, two
Aaliyah
books.
Felton. Okay, those are the three. Come see me after Cubbie TV.
All right, cool. All right, so let's see about our cubby paws for this morning. They're coming down to the treasure chest. Joseph on 115, Tyrone on 115, Gavin on 116, Stuart on 116, Stoney on 126, Abigail on 126, Mariah on 129, Queen on 129, Naris on 132, Sion on 135, Wyatt on 136, Ayana on 137, Imani on 137, Major on 138, Deandra on 140. And for our classrooms, we have Avery in Miss Price's class for the April reading log, Aaliyah in Miss Privet's class being an awesome writer, Skylar in Miss Gearball's class for reading over the weekend, Shannon in Miss Atkinson's class, great job at the kindergarten play, Parker in Miss Copeland's class making good choices, Lakira in Miss Ward's class, great job in reading group, Natalia in Miss Powell's class reading over the weekend, Blake in Miss Peel's class, awesome play manners, yay, and Matthew in Miss Daniel's class, super speller. Now yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, I couldn't read something and I thought it was from Miss Layton. Miss Layton reminded me on my walkthrough time that it wasn't her handwriting and that she has wonderful handwriting for me to be able to read. Somebody else wrote that. So thank you, Miss Layton, for telling me that it wasn't you. You get a big shout out. If you read the Chowan Herald this week, Mr. Layton actually did a shout out to two people that he didn't get into paper for some reason. Read the, it's in the school section. If you haven't read it, they got a nice big picture too. So sometimes it pays for somebody to make a mistake because then you get a good shout out. How about that? All right, let's stand and sing Go Be Awesome.
Go be awesome. Go be great. Go be fabulous. 'Cause the world is waiting. You can do what you set your mind to. Just remember. Be the awesome you. Oh, remember. Yeah. Be the awesome you. Awesome you.
Thank you, friends. I'll see you down the hall and in your classrooms.